Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to another MMG Let's Play of Grotesque Beauty. When we left off, we found out how terrible of a friend I am because I shoved Anita into the painting and her parents are absolutely psycho. Let me just go ahead and say that they are absolutely crazy. I just don't know. I don't know if Anita knew something or not, or if Hannah was lying to me. So I want to play more. I want to investigate the sound and see what kind of answers that gives us. So let's give it a try. We should inspect what that sound was. That's the immediate issue. The painting can wait. It's not going anywhere after all. It might. If you say so. Okay, let's go see what's in my parents' room. Bye, Hannah. We may never see you again. Cautiously, we sneaked upstairs, approaching the bedroom of Anita's parents, the source of the peculiar noise we've heard all night. The hair on the back of my neck pricks up as we find ourselves outside the closed door. Who knows what we'll find inside? After what I've witnessed so far tonight, I was afraid what the answer might be. Pressing an ear gently to the door, I listened intently. Anything? Shh, keep it down. I can't hear anything. Hopefully that means nothing's inside. We should just leave it and go back to our room. Don't be a coward. We need to make sure nothing's wrong. Okay, ready? I'm going in. I slowly turned the handle and pushed the door open. Anita was clinging onto my arm as she peered over my shoulder. We both gasped at the same time. Sorry, ma'am. Didn't mean to bother you. I half expected to see nothing out of the ordinary. The other part of me was bracing to see a scary monster waiting to grab us. What I didn't expect was to find a stranger in the house, sprawled naked on the floor. She scrambled desperately to create some distance between us and herself. Her wide-open eyes were fixed on us. She seemed just as scared and surprised as we were. Who are you? What's going on? Where am I? I broke out of the huddle Anita and I unconsciously formed. Evidently, there was no immediate danger to us. I could ask you the same thing. Who are you and how did you get in here? The mysterious woman continued to scream. She was in no condition to answer our questions. Anita stepped forward to try to reassure her, holding up both her hands in a sign of anonymity. It's okay, please, don't shout. Try to relax, you're not in any danger. No one's gonna hurt you. This is a safe place. Actually, how did she get out if, it had to be a person for a person? Now that I think about it. Yes, that's right. We're not here to hurt you. You can trust us, so please calm down. The woman seemed convinced by our earnest pleading and regained control of herself. You see, everything's going to be all right. We're all friends here. We'll take care of you. The woman calmed down and relaxed. Now that she was more composed, it struck me how beautiful she was. Her petite figure resembled a flower. Her skin was soft and fair as if she wore a pearl shell. Her jet black hair was smooth and glistened in the cold air. She was a beauty I had never seen before. Those details were not lost on Anita as I saw her react with a blush. My name's Anita. This is my house. That's Rachel over there. She's a good friend of mine. Not really too good, though, if you consider a different timeline. What's your name? The strange woman sat up slowly, still carrying a look of confusion. I don't have a name. You don't have a name? I mean, I don't remember one. That's okay. It's not too important right now. Can you tell us what happened to you and how you got here? I don't remember that either. I don't remember a lot of things. I do remember a strange place full of smoke. I was trapped there for the longest time. The painting! You mean the painting downstairs? That's right. She's the girl from the painting. I totally recognize her. Anita and I share a glance. Everything bad seems to be connected to that painting. I think I was kidnapped. What? There was a man. I'd never seen him before and I don't know what he wanted. He put me inside the painting. It turned out that it leads to another world, a world that's darker and more terrible than this one. I was lost in there for a long time. I don't know exactly how long. It's hard to tell the passage of time once you're inside. There's no night or day. It's hard to tell what's up and what's down. There's nothing to ground yourself with. That sounds horrible. You poor thing. How did you escape? I'm sorry, that's another thing I can't remember. I don't know what happened in my memory. Maybe it has something to do with being locked up in that place for such a long time. I just remember wandering that strange land forever, and the next thing I know, I'm here. I may not know how I got here, but I'm glad that I'm free at last. Whoever put me in there was a bad man. I'm scared of what he will do when he finds out that I've escaped. Please, you can't let him find me. You have to protect me. Don't worry, we'll try to help you as much as we can. We won't let that guy get you. Thank you. I'm sorry to intrude on you like this. Anyway, you're safe here for now. We'll take care of you while we wait to get the police involved. At the very least, we should get some clothes for her. We can't have her sitting around naked. Anita, do you have something we can dress her in? Yeah, there's a dressing gown in my room. Okay then, we should go get that. Wait, what about her? We can't just leave her alone. Someone should be keeping an eye on her just in case. I'll stay. That's fine, I'll stay. You go and get something for her to wear. I'll stay and keep watch. Okay, I'll be right back. Anita disappears out of the room, leaving just me and our surprised guest alone. Well, I mean, because Anita knows what she's trying to get, and we can get to know her a little bit better. Don't worry, we won't let anything bad happen to you. You're perfectly safe as long as you're here. And where exactly are we? Oh, this is Anita's house. Her parents aren't around right now, which is why I'm here to keep her company. I'm a friend of hers from school. We go... How did you get the painting? That was, it was Anita's dad. He got it from some auction about a week ago, I think. A week, huh? Is something the matter? Something doesn't feel right. I think I'm beginning to remember. I stared at her intently, giving her space to concentrate. After a brief pause, she continued. Her words catch me off guard. I think you're in danger. Huh? It was all a lie. We need to get out of her as soon as we can. Is that a typo or is that actually true? You can help me, can't you? Hold on, I don't understand what you're talking about. The other world behind the painting. I saw them. That's where he's been keeping them. Who? The girls. They were put in about a week ago. Your friend isn't who she says she is. Her family has been kidnapping vulnerable women all this time. That's not true. I can't believe it. It's true. Think about it. You said Anita brought the painting here last week. In that time, whilst I was trapped in the other world, I've seen other women thrown in there too. There is no other way for them to get there. That painting is the only gateway into that world, and your friend had it the whole time. That's crazy. That can't be possible. Panic suddenly spreads across the woman's face. She presses both hands against the sides of her head as to keep it from exploding. You don't understand. You must believe me. We are in a great danger. They must have been doing this for years. What makes you say that? Look, I've known Anita. Oh, sorry, that's Rachel. Look, I've known Anita for years, and I just don't picture her doing the things you're claiming. That's because she's been keeping the truth from you. You can't trust her. She didn't tell you about Hannah after all. There it was, the moment where I could no longer ignore her words. My heart sank at the mention of my sister's name. How do you know that name? The other world is like a desert. It's vast and desolate, but there are other lost wanderers trapped. I remember one traveler there, a little girl. She said her name was Hannah. I feel a lump in my throat and my eyes well up. I never expected to ever hear news on my little sister ever again. Hope gripped my heart, and hope was exactly what I was afraid of. She told me about you, Rachel. Now I know who you are. She adores you and always believed you'd be able to save her one day, but she also told me about the one who made her disappear from the world. It's all coming back to me now. Her name was Anita. She was a friend of her sister and she betrayed her. One day she waited for Hannah after school. She led her away to a forest. That was where her family ambushed and kidnapped Hannah. She's trapped in the painting world ever since. I'm sorry, Rachel, but your friend is evil. And now she has us both inside the house. We need to get out of here quickly. At that moment, the bedroom door creaked open. Anita emerged. Sorry I'm late, guys. It took forever to go through my mess. I'm such a klutz. She paused, only just detecting the tension in the air. I kept my back turned to her. Guys, what's going on? Tell me, Anita, what took you so long? What were you doing? I was fetching something for the woman to wear like you asked to. Was that all you did? Seems like an awfully long time for a simple task. I said I'm sorry, alright? Is that what this is about? Are you mad that I took my time? And what about the painting? Did you really get it from an auction? Yes, I already told you where it came from. Why are you asking me all this? The woman, she remembers something. All the girls that have been disappearing, she says your family's responsible. You've kidnapped them. What? That's a complete lie. Why would you say that? So you deny it? Of course I deny it. Would you even believe this stranger? You know me, I would never do anything like that. What about Hannah? Suddenly, the anger was wiped off of Anita's face. Her skin turned pale. I could see in her eyes she was keeping something from me. There was no denying it. Tears started to stream from her eyes. I couldn't stop myself from crying too. Oh my God, it's true, isn't it? You did something to her. No, it's not like that. Rachel, I don't understand. Why are you talking like this? You've been hiding something about Hannah, haven't you? Don't try to deny it. I can just tell from looking at you. Tell me, what happened to my sister? Okay, it's true. I saw her. I saw Hannah. I was probably the last person to ever see her. The day she disappeared after school, I was heading over to her friend's place and took a scenic route near the old forest. That was when I saw Hannah. She was wandering by herself, so I went over to check and see if she was all right. She was in a gloomy mood and wanted to be alone. Looking back, I know it was the wrong thing to do, but I let her go into the forest alone. I knew when I was down I didn't want to be around anyone either, so I just left her. After that, she went missing, and I just felt incredibly guilty. I could have stopped all of this from happening if I had just stayed with her. I know it's a horrible thing to do. You left her alone in the forest? Why did you do that? You don't know how irresponsible you were. I know, it was stupid, and I've never forgiven myself for it. Rachel, I'm so sorry. I should have been there for her. I wish I could take it all back. Why didn't you tell me before? You kept all of this a secret. The police could have done something if you told them where you saw her. I know it wasn't right for me to keep a secret from you. I really did mess up. You were going through so much, and I didn't want this to come between us. I was afraid you'd hate me. God knows I'd hate myself for it. I never wanted you to find out this way. It was incredibly selfish of me. I know. I have lived with the guilt every day. Every time I looked at you, I felt regret, and I hated myself more and more. But that was my punishment. I had to live with the choices I made. All the crap I've been feeling is all I deserve. I'm just so sorry, Rachel. I didn't mean to hurt you like this. She's trying to trick you again. Don't be fooled. You caught her in her own lie already. You must see that she's hiding something more from you. So that's it then? No more lies? This is what really happened? Yes, I promise you. You have to believe me. Oh my God. Alright, look. Last time I just straight up pushed her into a painting. So this time I'm gonna trust her. And if she betrays us, then I feel a little bit more justified about what I did. So fine, I'll trust you this time. I still can't understand why you did what you did. I don't know if I forgive you for it, but I trust you. Thank you, Rachel. I just want to... One day we will settle this properly, but right now there's something more urgent we need to address. Our drama can wait. I'm disappointed in you, Rachel. I told you she can't be trusted. Why did you go against my word? I don't know who this woman is, but she tried to turn us against each other. One thing's for certain, she's got evil intentions. We need to have each other's backs. Agreed. Such fools. Ignorant till the end. You have no idea what you are dealing with. Well then, let me shed some light on that matter. Whoa! In the blink of an eye, the woman's demeanor completely switched. I nearly jump out of my skin from shock. Her sweet voice becomes coarse and venomous. The very sound of her words dissolved away any defiance. Her composed facade gave way to reveal her true self, a face of hate, anger, and malice. Piercing eyes stabbed daggers into my very soul. An otherworldly sense of danger struck me. I have never witnessed hatred like this. You think you have the power to defy me? You know nothing of what you're dealing with. You're just an insect, and insects cannot escape my grand designs. Oh God! If it wasn't clear before, there is no mistaking now that this was no ordinary woman. Countless generations of evolution in the natural world could never design something that exuded such an aura. It could only be described as evil. You will suffer such agony, the likes of which you could not comprehend. I will tear your flesh from your bones, rip out your tongue, snap your bones, stab out your eyes, and grind you to dust. You will beg for mercy, but there will be no end to the torture. When I'm through with you, you will have died 1,000 deaths. The figure of the woman grew taller, her shadow stretched until it touched the ceiling. Her smooth skin folded in on itself, revealing rough scales. Glistening eyes opened up in random spots over her body where they did not belong. A smile, too wide for any human face, displayed a sharp set of fangs. Right before our eyes, her elegant body melted away into a hideous monstrosity. A creature far removed from the gentle mask it wore before. As unreal as it was, I was living a waking nightmare. Okay. Oh, God, no. Oh. Hee hee hee. No, please. I don't like it. So I should have trusted Anita. I quivered at the formidable sight. My whole world felt small in that instant. The creature let out a sharp hiss. What is that thing? Now do you see? You had no hope in denying me. It stepped forward in a challenging motion. What do we do? What the hell do we do? Oh, God, save. Save is what we do. I don't think we can overpower it. I don't think we can reason with it. I think we need to run. Run for it. It's probably too fast. We turned around out of the door. We were incredibly lucky to be positioned close to the exit. Otherwise, I fear we would have stood no chance in escaping. As we sprinted out of the room, I felt the unnatural quickness of the creature rushing after us. Oh God! It was close. Anita's room was nearest safety. I rushed in with Anita following quickly. We both turned and slammed the door behind us in just the nick of time. The door frame shook as the creature threw itself at the door. Anita and I both braced against it as we tried desperately to hold the door shut. I saw the handle rotating. Reacting sharply with the senses heightened by the adrenaline, I yanked the handle back upright, supporting it with both hands. Anita joined me whilst keeping her body weight pressed against the door. A spine-tingling sound came from the other side of the door. A furious wail echoed in the corridor as the creature pounded menacingly against the door. What are we gonna do? Keep this door shut. We can't let it in or we're toast. The monstrous noise continued. It pounded against the door like a battering ram, but still, we held on with our bodies pushing back. Thank our lucky stars the door opens inward. I don't think we would have held it if it opened the other way. The screaming outside died and suddenly all was quiet. Anita and I exchanged a look of confusion. What happened? Why'd it go quiet all of a sudden? Do you think it's still out there? Anita pressed an ear against the door. A look of deep concentration spread across her face. I think I hear something. Do you hear that? Shh, listen. The sound is faint at first, but there is no mistaking it. That sounded like someone crying. A little girl. What's a little girl doing here? Maybe she came out of the painting. Or maybe it's a trap. Help me. Help somebody. Oh God, I don't believe it. There's actually someone out there. This can't be real. Rachel, are you there? Please, help me. That voice. There's a familiarity in that voice. I let out a gasp as I make the connection. Hannah, is that you? What? It can't be.
Help me.
Oh, God. Don't leave me behind again. Don't listen to it. That's not your sister. It just can't be. I'm scared. Please save me, Rachel. I don't want to be alone. No, we're not answering. Nah, it's a trick. I don't believe you. You're not my Hannah. My little sister would never try to lure me out to be killed by some monster. You need to try harder than that if that's all you've got. Rachel, you have to believe me. Just open the door. I won't. Not for a creep like you. Sis, open the door. Just open the door, you maggot. Open the door or I will kill you slowly. I'll rip your eyes out. I'll tear the meat off your bones. I'll drown your friend in a pool of your blood. The longer you delay the inevitable, the more I will make your life torture. Open the door now. The room descended to emptiness. Hearing the threat has left Anita and I paralyzed with fear. All we could do was share a look of distraught and keep the door shut. The sound of shuffling feet paced back and forth in the hallway. Sometimes it disappeared into another room, only to return a moment later. Now and then it would try the door, we'd spring up to resist it. Oh man. Some time passed since the sound of it moved away. The corridor was silent for a considerable time. Do you think it's gone? Where could it have disappeared to? Maybe it went back into the painting to rest. I don't think so. I think I heard it in the other room. Then what should we do? We can't stay here forever. Eventually it'll get inside. We need to find a way out. That would mean opening the door and sneaking out. Oh God. Hey, it's going to be all right. Listen to me. I'm just so scared. I can't cope. I don't think I could take much more of this. We won't have to. We're safe for now. Anita, I need you to be strong. I promise we'll get you out of. I promise you we'll get out of here alive. The two of us will make it through. I'll protect you, okay? This will all be over soon, but for now you must be brave. If we have each other's back, then no one can break us. Okay. Thank you, Rachel. I'm glad you're with me. You've always been so strong. You've always been a good friend. I'll try to be as strong as you. That's good. Have you heard anything from outside? No, I haven't heard anything for a while. I think the last time I heard it was in my parents' room. That's the last time I heard anything too. Maybe it's safe right now. Oh, I'm gonna save. That's how safe it's gonna be. Should I leave or should I not? It may be a trap, but I still think we need to risk it. I think we should try it. Let's sneak out now. Okay then, you go ahead. I'll follow behind. Why do I always have to be the one to go first? Because you're braver than me, I'll admit it. Alright, just stay close, okay? I'll open the door a little first to take a look. I turned the handle as gently as I could and pulled the door open just enough for me to squeeze my head through. We lowered our voices. Do you see anything? No, it's all clear. Let me just take a look around the corner. I cautiously eased my upper body out the door and peeked down the corridor. It looks safe right now. Come on, let's hurry out of here. I crawled out of the door, keeping myself small, distributing my weight as to not creak any old floorboards. Anita followed suit and ducked below behind me. We approached the top of the stairs slowly, constantly on alert for signs of the creature. We were ready to bolt at any sight of it. I took the first step, planting my feet hesitantly before easing my body weight onto it. Feeling more confident, I began descending the stairs at a steady pace. I hope Anita doesn't slip or something. It's probably gonna happen, but I feel like if we were in the room for too long, we would be screwed. So I don't like this, but I feel like it's the right choice. I looked up at Anita and gave her a nod of encouragement. I could see how nervous she was. Her trembling hands gripped the railings for support. As quietly as we could, we both took steps in rhythm. This is it. This is the point of no return. We were too far from the bedroom to abandon the plan. I focused on taking one step at a time, making sure to spread my weight to avoid making any sound. The bottom drew nearer. The front door is not far now. The finish line was in sight. A faint glimmer of hope returned to my heart. In my excitement, I took a heavy step, and that's where it all went wrong. The plank beneath me creaked. In the stillness of the night, it resonated like a hammer drop. I turned to Anita. She returned a horrified look. Behind her, a dark silhouette grew larger. I locked eyes with it as it came hurtling down the stairs. I don't want to see it. I don't want to see it. Run! I tugged at Anita's wrist and sprinted like my life depended on it. I didn't turn back, but kept the tight tether on Anita. A whirlwind of shrieks chased us. I felt the creature's presence nearby. I ran like a maniac. Anita was keeping up, but so was the creature. We closed in on the front door. I reached for the locks and quickly threw the door open. The cold night welcomed us. I took a step outside and glanced back for Anita. She ran into my arms and let out a panicked cry. Right on her heels, I saw the monster. It was nearly upon us. It leapt forward like an animal. I fell back with Anita still in my arms, shut my eyes, bracing for impact. But that moment never came. I opened my eyes and saw we were still lying on the concrete, outside. I expected the thing to be tearing at us as we lay helplessly on the ground. We should be dead, but here we were, without a scratch on us, undisturbed. Anita helped me to my feet. Look. I followed her finger back to the house. Yeah, so it must be like within a certain realm. There at the porch, the monster remained. It lashed out towards us, but it seemed unable to move forward. It was like an invisible wall keeping it at bay. The creature was unable to reach us. I moved a little towards it, stopping just outside the boundaries of its reach. I dared to look into its eyes. Menace flared up in it. Its jaw snapped and spat. I felt like I was staring death in the face. Despite the relative safety, I could not help but feel frail standing next to this thing. Suddenly, the creature stopped. It instantly lost all interest in me. It turned and disappeared back inside the house, leaving me and Anita outside. We were free. We did it! We've escaped! Oh my god, I can't believe it. I didn't think we'd make it. I know, right? What a relief. Holy crap! What happens now? We should just get the hell out of here. I'd rather be as far as here as from possible. Come on, we should get going. Hey, wait. Oh my god, what about my parents? Huh? What happens when they come back? We can't let them go into the house with that thing loose. Anita, we've just escaped. But my parents don't know what's going on. If we leave that thing in there, my parents will be walking to their death. We have to do something. Can we not just wait outside and just tell them, hey, don't come in? Why is that not an option? That seems like it would make the most sense, right? Just wait out here and be like, guys, there's a monster in there. Like, you may not believe us, but you have to. I feel like we have to go back to destroy it, but how? You're right, your parents would just be walking into a trap. We can't leave them like that. We'll have to go inside and destroy that thing. Thank you, Rachel. I'm really glad you'll help save my parents. But how are we gonna kill it? How do we even fight that thing? It's true, we haven't found any of its weakness. Maybe we can stab it, take some knives from the kitchen. I don't know about that. We have to be smarter than a full frontal assault. We can sneak up on it, lure it out and get it that way. Maybe. I'm just thinking, we've seen that thing up close. It's gonna be hard to put a dent on that thing. There must be something it's afraid of. What do we know about it? We just saw it trapped by some invisible wall. Maybe we can use that somehow. The painting! What if we destroy the painting? Maybe something will happen if we destroy it, like it's the source of its powers or something like that. You really think so? Isn't it just using the painting as a doorway to our world? Yeah, but it's clearly important in some way. There's something definitely important about it. I think it's worth a shot. Okay then, that's probably better than anything I can come up with. I trust you. Alright, are you ready? No, but then again, I never will be. Let's do it. Oh god. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and leave this episode here. I feel like there's enough stuff to go on because we're gonna have to figure out how to kill this thing and how to defeat it. At least I think so. I hope so. I hope we can win and we'll see what happens. This is actually very interesting. I'm glad that I tried the alternate route as opposed to just sacrificing my friend like I did last time. But yes, unfortunately, that is going to be where we put a close on this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys on the next MAMJ Let's Play.